Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another ETS2 Convoy session with myself and Mr. Game Time UK, otherwise known as Chris. Good evening, mate.
Good evening.
Evening. I'm certain you'd always sound half asleep.
Funny. So two jobs you've got. You've either got one to go
Can I
into the
finish my
top.
intro first?
Okay, sorry.
Oh, he's keen. He's keen. Was he this keen last week when he was here on his own? Nah, I also wanted to think because it's the first time we've been back in ETS2 since you did it last week. Good evening, Vicky. Again, a chance to say thank you for looking after our ETS2 community. I really do appreciate it, mate. But yeah, we're back. We're in Poland, and we're going to continue we're trying to get up to Scandinavia because we want to do some with our lovely trucks, our lovely trailers. We're heading up there. Right, now you can see what the jobs are.
Okay. You can either go to Kiel. I've got one to Kiel, or I've got one that's going to go into Stockholm.
Where's
Up into Germany. Good evening, Vicky.
Stockholm.
So
I'll take it. What Stockholm? We want to run to Gdansk and then across on the ferry.
No, this one would take us up through
Ventspil?
Poland, through Poland, in through Lithuania, up to the Ventspil, whatever it is,
Ventspils.
into Stockholm.
Which is the better paying?
Stockholm.
Right, let's go for it. We'll be mercenary. Right.
So we're picking up from sort of just round the corner.
Oh,
or a couple of corners.
Good evening, Andrew.
Whoops.
Right. Oh, why not? Oh. My steering wheel's not attached to my desk properly. I just literally just pulled it and it just moved.
What?
Well, that side's not connected properly either for some reason. There we go. That's better. This sounds overpowered. I've just got a red light offence because I deliberately ran it. Oh, hang on. I know what it might be. Just things might have been coming over the speakers as well. I hadn't turned them off because we were watching the football.
Is that better?
Probably. Right, you picked up the job, I take it.
Yes, got the job.
Oh, we're taking a big piece of equipment as well. Yeah, Chris is probably thinking he's in charge again.
Ready to roll.
No.
Yeah, Vicky says it's better.
Okay.
Probably just used to you talking quieter. That's right, my truck's next to
Let's
yours
find
anyway.
a new route.
I mean, find a new route.
Oh, that's what we're taking.
Yeah. 0-0. Boring. Where are you? Here they are. Not the result we... What the hell? Not the result we wanted, but not the result we didn't want either.
Time to hit the road.
But... Volvo crane? Volvo digger?
Yeah, it's like a
Digger. That's alright. Means we won't upset the American part of our audience tonight. And then, either way. we've got 648 miles to do.
Well, some of it'll be ferry, won't it? So.
But yeah, back on the road again.
Turn left.
2 weeks since I've had the steering wheel in my hand. First time I've driven
Yeah, it is.
since, yeah, because the feeling is this time last week I had the injection.
Get ready to turn left.
Yeah.
On green light, leave it down, otherwise you're going to end up with another truck in your back.
You've got dual axle, haven't you, on the back?
The difference? Trailer?
Like,
Keep right and then turn right. Turn right.
when
You got rear wheel steering?
the trailers are, yeah.
No, it's just because your trailer was crabbing.
Yeah, the trailers are rear steers.
Yeah, no, I was just looking at it because it was just the way it went round the corner. It literally crabbed round the corner. It didn't really go round the corner. It crabbed the corner.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, I'm quite good to be back in
Red
class.
light. I know. Yep, red light. Oh, I've done your trick there.
Go straight on.
I ain't gonna be able to help.
There we
you.
go. Okay. Green light. And you're in the same. We're in the same truck as each other.
Yeah, it's
aren't we?
alright. I'm just watching you drift left. Yeah, we're in the same model of truck. It probably depends which engine gearbox combination you're running.
Yeah, that's true.
As you can see, mine works really well.
My truck's currently sat in about 11th gear at the moment.
Mine is in 8th. Just gone to 9th now.
No, I'm actually still.
take it you're
I'm
back
still
to
on
your
the same. I'm actually still on the same GPS voice that I was using. Basically, she means a raspy dog,
I know what she means.
but no, I'm still on the other voice. I'll just leave it on this one.
He's gone from the serial killer to the bank robber instead this time.
I think I need to look at maybe my gearbox combination.
Yeah, it does. It really
like
does make a difference, especially if you're going to do these type of loads.
Yeah.
I've gone for a kind of balanced setup across multiple different types of things instead of a pure haulage and run load setup. Because we do different types of things.
Yeah.
I think you must have a heavy hauler setup because it'd be low ratios, kind of slow pickup.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I have a heavy haul setup.
Yeah, but it's in there because of the type of stuff we do. It doesn't really work.
No.
I mean, you probably find it does make you more fuel economic as you as we do these type runs. But I'm probably already there by the time you've actually hit top speed.
Yeah.
Traffic going down to one lane.
As I expected.
Dropping speed limit 43. But we're doing less than that because the cars in front are doing less than that.
I will need some fuel.
We're just coming up to a fuel station.
Yeah, I'll have to grab some.
I don't need fuel. I'll just keep going because I'll probably need it later on. Also, at least then I can be the forward scout. Oh dear, what can the matter be? Well, a month today till Christmas, folks. Just to cheer you all
Don't
up.
mention that word.
Go straight on.
I'm sorted for Christmas. That's the main thing.
I've still got to figure out a couple of bits. Kind of forgot all about it with thinking about the PC stuff.
Yeah.
I think I might have managed to move. But at the moment I was looking at, because we're looking at 8 parts in total, we're now working towards part 3. I think I might be able to do the build after part 6. Part 7 is just to boost the memory. Part 8 is more aesthetics.
Yeah.
Go straight on.
Go straight on as it's on a curve. It's good to be back at the wheel. I mean, I wish I had time to do more of this. Actually, in a way, there will be more of it very soon, but there's going to be a couple of changes coming up soon. This is an exciting road that we found.
Oh, you mean nothing on it?
I mean, and it's a 43 mile an hour speed limit. Still.
You'd expect it to be a little bit quicker.
It's like, oh, because we're there's let's take them on the country road. I mean, what we'll probably do is to our left or right, there's probably a massive motorway or something.
Probably.
Oh, I can see this. I can see the. I assume it's the moon in my mirror. That's quite cool. I've never noticed that before.
I'd say that's the sun, wouldn't it?
I don't know. It depends which way we're going.
Or... Well, if it doesn't start setting, then it's the moon.
Yeah, it's probably the sun actually, because I think we'll probably be working towards the east. Oh look, I've told you it's in the motorway to our right. They're just building the thing. That'll be a future expansion. Good evening, UK Paul. How are you?
Well, where's West Balkland's going to start slotting in then?
Don't know. Probably in the Balkans.
Get ready to turn left.
Because isn't Balkans Bulgaria and...
Yeah.
Hmm.
So if you think, oh, red light, brake, yeah, this truck stops well. Actually, I'm quite very glad I actually did stop because there's like solid traffic in front of me. And I'm turning as well. Oh, green light. Green light! Yeah, I think I figured out how I'm going to have to sort the issue with the merch shop. I think I figured out how I'm going to have to fix it. Need time to do.
Yeah.
Does mean some of the t-shirts we currently do will be a bit more limited. As in, you won't get a choice of colour.
Yeah.
I think that's about the only way I can see of doing it is I'm going to have to basically do any design in a single colour. Just means I'm going to have to come up with more designs. Luckily, I've got a few ideas.
I've got to get a list off David.
Or
We always joke about t-shirt designs, but the list that we made, we always came up with some cracking designs that we could come up with some great designs for t-shirts if we ever did it.
yeah, I'm going to change. I mean, the new ones I'm thinking of are going to be slightly different in style for next year. But I'm going to just try a different style of the t-shirts. So.
It's always good to keep things fresh.
Oh, that's it. I mean, I've already mothballed some of the older designs.
But I do, like I say, the Reggie's special one is.
Yeah.
I like that design.
A few people, I actually was wearing mine when I went to the hospital last week. They're like, oh, look at this, what's this, beer label? No, not quite. It's very effective, I do like it. What we got? 529 miles to go. How many miles you got left?
About 533.
Right, so you're caught up quite a bit.
I was right behind you at one point, but them traffic lights.
I thought you stopped for fuel.
I did.
So you've been speeding?
Nope.
Liar. Liar.
I still got traffic.
Liar, pants on fire.
I got my speeding offences still on. Because that was one setting that I kept on.
I've only had a red light fine tonight so far. Trust me, I am not burying it. I'm literally trying to, because I've got to get back used to it again.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to do a Christmas event.
People are asking for it.
Yeah, but the problem is, it's
It'd be the same.
well, no, I mean, yeah, I mean, it would be okay. For example, if they say, imagine if they could get a tie-in with Coca-Cola,
Yeah.
so that there was, you know, you got to do their Coke trucks, you know, with all the lights.
That would be cool, except there's got the scanny teacups and all.
You know, I just said that, yeah, but the trailers.
Oh, the trailers, yeah.
Yeah, see, the truck could be done for America, it couldn't be done for this one.
Yeah.
Go straight on.
I must admit, it would be good if you could actually have a US truck on the British roads just for the fun of it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can imagine if they ran an event that actually rewarded you with a like crossover truck.
That would be cool.
But maybe when they've, as they said, it's because they want to do the Wilder trucks thing. Maybe when they get that, that's something they could do.
Yeah.
You know, you could run a transatlantic trucking company. You know, have a truck on each side of the ocean.
That would be very interesting.
I think again, it's something that brings the two games together.
Yeah. Instead of keeping
Oh,
them.
this is gonna be tight. This is gonna be tight. Right, moved over. Thank goodness. I mean, you could have it. You could actually. The way you could do it would be, you know how you got the train stations and the boat station. You could have an airport where you could drive the truck up to
Yeah.
and drop the trailer off there. You know, outside the airplane, and then pick it up at the other end to carry on the journey with your other truck.
Yeah. But then it would be getting that trailer to register on.
Yeah, but like I said, it's down to probably more World of Trucks, like when they eventually do that
Yeah.
in the two games.
But would that interest you? Because obviously you're not so keen on American trucks then.
No, but I'm just thinking, I'm not. When I look at what games could be improved, I never just think of myself. You know, if a game was designed for myself, then, you know, I don't know. I mean, I don't really know what would it be. It'd probably. I mean, again, I would love it. So you could get out your truck a bit more. I would love it if you could not just have a truck. You could have, you know, different. Well, you could have a van. Do jobs when you're starting out.
And it reminds me of another game.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like, if you think about it, it is. With this, you kind of jump in. Oh, I got my lights on.
Keep right.
But it would be, you know, a bit more sense, because at the moment it's like you jump straight. You've got to try and jump into doing trucks, where you should have to start and work your way up.
Ideally, you'd want a 7.5 ton, wouldn't you? You'd want to go from, like you say, go from a van to then a 7.5 ton, then to the Arctics.
But have to go, but the thing is, have to go and do a license before you can move on.
Yeah. Which would make it interesting, because the license test wouldn't be hard to do. You know, they wouldn't make it impossible for you.
Yeah. I mean, you would have the option for those who didn't want to do that part of it. They could just jump into trucks. But you know yourself, as a content creator. That would be great fun.
Oh yeah, it would. I'd enjoy it.
Keep
Definitely
left.
would enjoy that. Oh, we can at least hit 50 mile an hour now.
Yeah. Cruise controller's on and running.
Keep left.
Keep left. Well, they won't be at 50 much longer. All the AI traffic seems to be behind us. Are you just kind of driving along the middle so they can't get past you?
No.
Yeah, I'm surprised this hasn't dropped to 50 or to 41 again.
Yeah.
That's a junction up ahead. Hang on. No, that's a... The hell is that? Must be a motorway junction.
Keep left.
Wait, I'm gonna have to hit the brakes in a second. Really don't want to hit this doing 50. Especially with the police car coming at the police car coming off the junction. Police car's going to get in the way. A 20-odd mile an hour junction anyway. There you go.
So, oh, right, it's one of them going right round, is it? In a circle.
Helicopter. Sorry, I was just looking at what was on the truck going past me the other way.
Keep left.
We are heading for Vilnius.
Not too far.
It must be a slow boat crossing. Because even if you think about it, even at 40 miles an hour, that's only a 10-mile drive, 10-hour drive.
Yeah.
We're now at 56 miles an hour again. Well, we would be if we could get up to that speed. That hill just let me get now at 38.
And I guess you hit it at pretty quick speed and all.
I hit it the best I could at the time. Got my engine into neutral. Accelerating. 51.
I hit it.
Now we get to 56, 53, 54.
I hit that at about 48 mile an hour, and it was down to 40 by the time I reached the top.
Oh, it's gone back to 43 again.
I couldn't even get to 56.
No, I got to 55. Now it's back to 56 again. You had to figure out why that was down. Oh, we got another silly junction coming up.
Keep left.
It makes you wonder why they would drop the speed limit on a hill. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, this junction's even worse than the last one.
It's It's not a
Keep
BM
right.
maneuver then.
Then exit right.
I'll wait till you see it. It's bizarre.
Exit right.
Okay, so I guess I want to be in the right lane.
You go by the arrows on the road.
Yeah, and then
Keep left.
Right, I'm out of that messy junction. Hang on, what the heck? This is another junction. We were on a slip road for a slip road.
makes sense.
Right, I'm accelerating. I'm trying to. Oh, enough. .56 mile an hour zone, and I've managed to get to 45 so far.
.48.
50. 1. I think I must be trying to accelerate uphill. Seems to be good. Getting okay now. 55. 56. Engage cruise control and then get my foot off the accelerator.
There we go.
Oh dear. The lake to our right. Like a boating lake. Oh man. Sorry fish guys. It's been a long day. Last night I couldn't sleep that well. As I said to you before, I was playing through the tactics that we used. I don't know why, because they said at the end it worked.
Yeah.
It looks like there was these lights at the fuel station. It doesn't seem to be.
Keep left.
I didn't see anything when I passed.
It just seems to be flickered. Maybe just the draw distance stuff.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, look, even Stream Elements is trying to get the Discord in. Good evening, VC. Out of curiosity, oh, there's all sorts. You can literally put all sorts into. There's all sorts of music in this game. I'm good, mate. I'm good. Just tired. It's been a long day, but we are here. We're driving. The neighbour's moving round. Glad when she gets her legs sorted.
Yeah.
It's be interesting to see what they say at the next appointment. I think it's going to be a special. I think it's just going to be a chat. Probably want to have a look and see what things are. Cause see how long this injection lasts. trial time, but of course it only lasts 2 or 3 weeks, and it's kind of a bit pointless doing it every 6 weeks, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, it's like every game, you know. It's not the game was never designed to actually for people to stream and do videos with, because it was, you know, the game is that old. You think about it, 10 years ago, streaming wasn't really a thing. Because the game was never designed to be what it is now. The developers even say that.
Yeah.
The developers never expected the game to be as successful or as big or carry on as long as it has.
Keep right.
There's a police car. But yeah.
Well, they only, because it was disc based, they only expected it to have a certain shelf life.
Yeah. The thing is, they've even said themselves, because I mean, that's why it was just supposed to be this fun trucking game. There was an expansion from previous titles. You know, 10 years later, they have done American Truck Simulator. Yeah, but you think about it, apart from that, they haven't gone, it's not as if they've gone and banged out, you know, another 10 titles since then.
Yeah.
They just kept expanding this, you know, providing, you know, looking after the community, listening to what the community said, and kept improving it. So it's what makes this game what it is, and for that I am grateful. But it's like a lot of games don't come with, a lot of the games you have to struggle with, the music is always the issue. I've only ever had copyright issues on YouTube due to music in games. And it's one of those things. The only game that I can think of, or no, sorry, 2 games I can think of that there is actually a genuine button for it is Formula 1 Manager has the option to turn off the licensed music, and Tropico Series has a stream option, and that still fails.
Yeah.
I was going to say, because I actually had a copyright notice from them. El Presidente and El Presidentov.
Keep left.
Oh. Yeah, but the problem, the other problem we find, and I find, especially with indie companies, is the game music will be fine now, but then the company breaks up and they fall out with each other and all this sort of stuff, and then all of a sudden, you know, 2 years later, you get a copyright notice on a sort of a track that was fine at the time.
Yeah.
Because the composers decided, well, I'm not making any more revenue from the game. Sorry, I was having to brake quite hard then.
Yeah, I saw a few brake lights in front of me.
Well, I mean, if you have a look at the thing, you'll see how close the car in front of me was. Yeah, but the thing is with this, if
contracts can still lapse.
Yeah.
No matter how watertight you've done a legally binding contract, it can still lapse, and yeah.
And also, people are
it
clever.
Gets messy.
Yes, I know you do, but say, and let's say this is just thing. Say 5 years from now, you walk away from the gaming industry, you have nothing to do with it, or anything like that, and the composer goes, well, he's not watching it, I can then put a claim in for that music. You're not going to know.
Get ready to take
It's one of those things. I mean, it's... And also the fact he may go to an unscrupulous company that goes,
Right.
oh, don't worry, we can make a claim for all your music. This wasn't the junction I was expecting to take, but I will. I wouldn't worry about it too much. I mean, the thing is, the thing is, at the moment as well, VC. I wouldn't worry too much about it now. If you're going to bang out a title that was going to sell hundreds and hundreds of thousands of copies, then I would be saying, look, this is something you maybe need to get proper legal advice over. I've got flashing amber. Does that mean I can go?
Yeah.
The other car's just gone. So. As it is, I wouldn't worry about it until the point where it really would make a difference.
Go straight on.
Yeah, the thing is with it is, it's one of those things. I mean, it's like, I laugh when I get the copyright notices and stuff, and they say, "Oh, we'll take a percentage. We get a percentage of the revenue," and mostly it's on stuff that people don't really watch. So the only ones that would probably been the Tropico stuff because it's a bigger title. But I was in the wrong stage of what I do. As it is, I'm still learning about what sort of stuff I should cover, what sort of stuff I shouldn't. I've got. We're gonna. It's part of the fun bit of what we do.
The problem is, as well, as a creator, we are governed by the US copyright law, which we shouldn't have to be as a European creator, but because Google...
But, hang on. You mean, yes, and you could use that argument if you didn't want your videos watched in America.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, at the moment, I would rather comply with that side of it, because there's a bigger audience than what there is in the UK.
Oh yeah, I'm well aware. Most of my videos are American watched, I've noticed. But it's still a bit like, yeah, we've got you by the, and you've got to basically comply with that law.
The thing is, a copyright law is fairly universal.
Yeah, I know, but we're under the American copyright with it being...
No, we're under universal copyright. If there's stuff... If you violate a UK copyright, you can still get hit with it.
Turn left.
But I thought originally it was the US copyright. On audio.
Well, no, because the way I can understand it is, because I'm a British-based content creator, I would have to comply with British standards, but respect other countries as well. You with me?
I'll have to relook through their copyright stuff and go over it properly.
Yeah, mate, don't waste your time.
No, I know. I'm just interested, so I know because obviously when I studied law, I like to keep my things fresh.
Right. Well, if you're going to do that because of what you're doing on YouTube, you're wasting your time. Because the thing is, though, the answer is just find stuff that there'll be some stuff that's copyright free in one country, but not copyright free in another.
Oh yeah.
And that's the problem you hit. And this is why you don't comply with a copyright law. You have to comply with lots of different ones. So this is why, that some companies can get away with what they do, because a bit of music will be sold copyright, but it's copyright free, but it may be, in that country they're selling it, it's copyright free, but in the UK it maybe isn't.
Yeah.
And it's like everyone's, it's like the freedom of use. You know, it's, and everyone goes, oh yeah, you can use X amount of a track, right? You know, be classed as freedom of use. No, you're not. Absolutely, you're not. You're telling me that that 15 seconds is not the personal property of the person who's taking the time to do it? It is.
Exactly.
I mean, it's like now when you upload a video, you have to give YouTube permission for stuff to be used for shorts.
Yeah, true.
So it doesn't absolve that person of the copy, because it means it's still your content. I think you're still eligible for bits of it. You know, so. But I would take it. I mean, if somebody used a bit of one of my videos for a short, then I would take it as a compliment.
It was weird though, because I once uploaded like videos while I was away. It was from a part of the vlog videos that I'd done, but yeah. And then next minute they've now appeared as a short, and it's like, well, I didn't ask you to do them into shorts. YouTube must have automatically done them.
Was it less than a minute?
Yes.
So therefore it's automatically a short.
Alright, even though it was uploaded before shorts were ever a thing.
Yes, because short. Was it a mobile phone based scale video?
It was actually wasn't recorded on a mobile, no,
but that's the thing, is it's because it's less than a minute, YouTube will automatically think it's a short.
It's really weird.
They'll just get letterboxed. But it's not. It's the way you were done. It can't tell. You know, a short from the thing. I mean, it struggles even to tell sometimes videos are a short. That's why you've got to hashtag them shorts, so that the YouTube, you're actually telling them it. Vent spills. Vent spills. Means we're near the boat.
But I'm still with you on the whole short thing. It's just a lot of work for something that seems quite pointless.
I think for some channels I could see the benefit of them, but I haven't seen a decent gaming short. I mean, okay, you get the Call of Duty shot. You know, well, look at this great kill. Doesn't interest me. It's a kill in Call of Duty. You know, they all look the same. They all feel the same when you're playing it. You know, but the type of games I play.
Turn right.
I mean, okay, yes, I could probably make a short of some of the truck crashes that we've done.
Yeah.
But it's like, why? I mean, okay, I'd have to download the stream, then find the bit that I would need, but then
cut it.
To cut it, resize it, do all that.
Yeah, more work than necessary.
I mean, YouTube does have a clip option with bits from streams, so you can actually turn it into a small video to share with people.
Then turn left.
But I mean, again, it's not something I see that often people using.
Turn left.
Well, I'd only just discovered it was sort of there when looking back on something. It's like, okay.
Yeah. It's like a lot of the bits and pieces that sometimes I find, you know, happening. You know, it's like they've changed the way things look. They've changed. It's just, I think, tinkering for a tinkering's sake.
Then turn right.
Yeah. Well, the interesting one was I think it was the other night, I ended up getting a service saying, oh, you could earn this
What do you mean I
amount of
crashed?
money.
What did I crash into? I just got a crash vehicle offence.
Oh, right, okay. Weird.
New viewpoint for the collection. Right. Arriving at the boat.
I'm not too far from the port.
It wouldn't surprise me if you're too far from the brand either.
Finding new route.
There's only one option when you get on the boat.
Ah, that's alright then.
Then when you get
That's
across,
handy.
when you get across here, it's a 17-mile journey.
Oh, okay, so it's...
Get ready to turn right.
relatively short trip.
Turn right. And then turn right.
Right.
Turn right.
Right again.
Well, at least they've made this port, you know, you're not just turning up to the port and then getting straight on the boat. At least you're having to drive in a little bit.
Yeah. But again,
Quick.
it's I think as you said, as we've said before, the further down the DLC runs you go to, you can see the difference in the kind of the city layouts, scale of the cities. I think you go back to some of the
Yeah.
original ones, and they're just like, you know, a couple of bunches of, you know, buildings
Straight on.
where, like, so you know, some of these areas you're like, yeah, this feels like I'm in a proper place.
And it's good that they're actually going back and reworking some.
Yeah, it's just, as I say, it's going to take them a while. I mean, at the moment, the bit I am, because there's, we don't really know, as you say, we don't know really what's going on with the Balkans. Okay, I know it's probably a few issues because, of course, it was having to be done to replace the Russian DLC they were about to release, or it was going to, Balkans were going to be part of that Russian deal. So it's, they're having to do a kind of a few changeovers of what's going on. But it's like, okay, we've got Texas has just come out for American Truck Simulator. And they've
Oklahoma's just been announced.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Sorry.
That's all right. As I said, this. So we're hearing what's happening with that. Just not really hearing much on the ETS2 front.
Yeah. But they've been, you know, they've been broadcasting and sort of showing bits off, but
Get ready
Yes,
to
but they're
turn
not
right.
saying, oh, it's going to be quarter one. Or, you know, as far as we know, it could be another 10 years till it comes out.
yeah.
That crash vehicle, I knew that was going to happen.
Get ready to turn
Little
right.
Volvo truck.
Turn right.
Is it a Volvo or a Renault?
Hmm?
Was it a Volvo or a Renault?
Volvo, legit Volvo on the oh. Got my container stuck. My trailer stuck. Another crash vehicle, doing well, I'm collecting them now. But don't keep following me round, you horrible things. Because I've got to crash into you again to get out of here. Yep, there's... What's going to happen? That's that got me unstuck, yeah. Watch that corner, it's a lot tighter than it looks.
Okay.
The road's not very wide.
Ah, it's one of these junctions.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Let's go a bit wider.
Exit right. At the roundabout, take the first exit. Exit now. At
Yeah,
the
why did it have to
roundabout,
rain on my
take the
end?
first exit.
Does it rain on your parade?
Exit now.
Clearly.
Get ready to turn left.
I am arriving.
Turn left.
Oh, it's raining with me now as well.
Get ready to
Yeah,
turn left.
would be nice to hear more of what is happening with the Balkans.
Turn left.
I mean, I understand the
Exit
fact
where
that.
it ends.
Oh my god. What the heck did I hit?
You're back into your trailer, probably. Stuck.
Right, for some reason it's engaged the chat again. This is a horrible turn then.
It looks it. Oh, no.
Let's come out and have a look. No, that's right, I figured out what it was. It was just the in-game chat had engaged.
I disabled that in the options so we couldn't do it, so it can't do it.
Unfortunately, I didn't really have an option with our previous gaming partner.
Hmm.
So I'm going down there. I don't want to come here again. Don't like this place. You can just keep digging the hole and bury the whole building.
There we go. Think. Yeah, I've got to go where you are.
Because I don't think there was another parking option here. The window wipers went on because it was raining. I turned them on. I hadn't turned them off because I was too busy trying to get myself unstuck.
There we go. Dropped.
come your truck's the other way, facing the other way?
I went the wrong way, didn't I? I had to quick park it. It was supposed to be the other way. It's supposed to be the way you're facing, not that way.
Okay.
And I didn't. I made a mistake.
Right, gonna take a quick 2-minute break. So, to get up, stretch your legs. Yeah, grab another cuppa or another beer from the fridge. Not drinking, I'm working tomorrow. And then we'll be back to do another run somewhere. We're going further north, hopefully. We'll see where we end up. I'll be right back.
Okay. I should be back in a moment.
And I am back. We'll probably have to wait for Chris again, though. Let's have a look at the job market while we're waiting. We're in Stockholm. Not doing that drive.
I'm back.
That was quick.
I said it's your turn.
Fourth time.
Your turn. Job.
I'm just having a look to see what's available. Good evening, Mr. Younger. How are you, my friend? Only a short drive. It's only 300 miles, but part of it's cross water going into Finland.
Hmm. Where's the company pickup?
I'm just having a look, yeah. From Ica. And
That's
logistics.
Let's go.
Take the brake off now. It's like the other, I can actually see the pickup point. Well, we can see the pickup point in a way. Like the other side of the road, the other side of this area.
Oh, okay.
Not really what's getting in and out of that place.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Does that mean you're not well, Mr. Younger?
At the roundabout, take the third exit.
Tempted to go question marks, but not be bothered.
Exit now. At the roundabout, take the third exit. Exit now.
Right. The audio is not getting as strong as it should be.
Keep right, and then exit right.
We need to talk more, mate. It's complaining that we're not getting enough audio to YouTube.
Alright. Fair enough.
Exit right.
Then we both go quiet.
Yeah.
So you streaming tomorrow night?
Turn left.
No.
No.
No. I was thinking about it, but then... Nah. I ended up changing my mind on it. It's a problem, I keep talking myself out too much at the moment.
No, we all go through stages like that. I was the same before. One of the reasons I'm kind of tough on keeping my schedule as I am, because it's, you know, and if just something I know myself when I went through spells where I haven't streamed for I don't stream for a long time. I just don't want to get back into that. I like my streams. You know, I enjoy getting the chance to speak to our community and meet new people and all that. So don't be afraid to say hello in chat.
I've got videos I can record. I think I need to mainly start catching that up a bit.
Yeah, I'm back recording on Sunday. We're taking empty pallets. Right. Oh, look at it. Mine's right there. Bay number 2.
Did you know, which I didn't actually know this, that you can both do external contracts?
What, from World of...
The same contract.
I don't think, because I didn't think it connected to World of Trucks when you were in Convoy mode.
Apparently it does.
Drive safe.
Yeah. And where did you see that? Because
Well, me and Alan tried one on American Truck Sim as well. We did it on American Truck Sim last night. And
yeah,
we were gonna try it on here, but then my game started having a funny 5 minutes with me
yeah.
last night. So it was like, okay. But I fixed it.
I mean, I just need to get, as I said, get the PC sorted out so I can do more bits and pieces.
Yeah.
I think I've worked out what's causing the issue with my PC, but I need to do some tests. Well, the major issues at the moment. I think a lot of it's
Get
down
ready
to
to
power,
turn right.
because there's a lot of things plugged into the PC, and I don't think my power supply is probably high enough for the amount of stuff that's connected to it.
Turn right.
Of course, it's of course only it's providing the power to the bits it needs
Yeah.
or wants to. I think it's probably a better description.
So, quick question for you.
Yes.
Out of the recent first looks that you've been doing,
Yes.
the ones that are out,
Yes.
which one have you enjoyed the most?
Dave the Diver. Really enjoyed that. Just because it's just a silly story. I'm trying to think of which ones I've got a few ones I've kept on the PC.
Keep right.
Yeah, I mean,
Then exit right.
the way I look at it, so the way I work it is with the first looks is they get pretty much installed as soon, like
Exit right.
I've got a whole part, like mods downloads that have come in this week, and they get downloaded on, and they get allocated a space for recording. Which at the moment is usually about a 2 to 3 week wait. So, so they sit there kind of like me. I look at them and it's like some of them. It's so hard. Some of them I've been waiting for a while, and I really want to get in and play. But some of them, I try and go into them as fresh as I can.
Yeah.
And then once they're recorded, they get moved to another section of my screen, so I know that they've been done. And then they sit there until they go out. Once the video's been released, they then either get mothballed, as in removed from the system, usually never to see the light of day again. The developer usually gets in touch and goes, "Oh, I've done something new with it," or they get moved to right, if I've got time I want to play a bit more of that.
Keep right.
So military camp's still there. There's a few still about. But I mean, I'd say out of all the ones I've done, Dave the Dive has probably been kind of one of the most interesting storylines. Just fun.
Exit right.
I like games that got a bit of fun. Doors Paradox was fun. That was just the demo version I did. What else I've done recently?
Yeah, I do like dolls.
Well, the thing is, I mean, I like things that can test my brain. There's some interesting ones coming up. See, at the moment, it's like apart from the one that's coming out tomorrow, I have nothing else. No other ones recorded at the moment. So I'm back into my normal record routine. So this weekend I record probably up to about Wednesday or Thursday. Sunday I'll record up to Wednesday or Thursday, and then I'll record the rest of the week on the Monday. And then case of edit quickly. So Captain of Industry to record this weekend. Well, this week actually I can't say too much. This week's going to be a bit different because we're going into December, so there's a few changes coming up in the entire lineup of the channel for the month. So
Did I see Settlement Survival on yours?
yeah, I did 3. I did a long first look at it. Even though I've actually played quite a bit of it. But it's changed a lot since it first came out.
It's one I've got sat there, and it's like, I really want to play it.
It's the problem I find with any kind of building games is there's certain ones that have set such high standards that others just can't get close. So I mean, of like some pure isometric, you know, city builders, city skylines, it's just so far above everything else.
Yeah.
And then you got things like of, I don't remember the name of them. You know, there's a lot of ones that, as I said, they've kind of done, and I just think, I mean, yes, Settlement Survival is good, but it is just, I mean, they say, oh, it's a survival game. No, it's not. It's a wannabe village builder. You know, it's, and I think sometimes, you know, they try, some developer, the other night where we did this, like, you know, some games, there's just not been too many bright spots this year.
Yeah.
I mean, I have laughed because the amount of people kind of got, oh, 2022 year's been a classic year for a game. It hasn't.
Nah, it hasn't.
No.
It really hasn't.
I mean, as I said, there's a few really, really good games that have come out this year. And I mean, I'm not afraid to say one in Captain of Industry. That game is just frightening looking.
Yeah, I need to get back into that.
It really does amaze me the way they've advanced that game. And I will be interested to see how it comes, because I know they've been talking about trying to get... They've been talking about releasing some new maps again. They've been talking about... Because again, the community's been requesting a map builder for themselves. But as I said, the problem with that, in the way that the game that it's programmed into the game at the moment, that that's what, you know, it's very hard coded in the game at the moment.
Yeah.
So to add kind of your own maps in would be quite difficult. Now they said yes, there is ways around them to get that done, but the tool that they use to design the maps at the moment, Joe Blogs couldn't use it. So that kind of makes it a bit pointless in a way, trying that way. So as I said, there's other ways they could do it, but then people, when they design the maps, have got to think about it as a 3D living object. You've got to have, you either would have to put all of the kind of resources on the surface, which then means why would you need diggers and things like that. So it's,
Turn left.
as I say, they've either they've got to come up with a design a better map builder for okay, you better wait for this. And I mean, having been able to design our own maps could be quite fun in that, I think.
Yeah.
But it's like, would I have the patience to work out, you know, where underground the iron node is going?
Possibly not. Possibly yes.
You know, because what you'll probably find is people will design fairly straightforward maps so they could get at the minerals easy, but then that takes out half the fun of that game.
Hmm. I once played an interesting little puzzle game, and I can never pronounce its name, but it's something like, is it Gorogoa or something like that? It's a real...
I think we we're going to that. We're going to Finland, so and Tally we're going to.
It's like a game where it's all 2D. It's a 2D cartoony type style, drawn type art style, but you move the pieces. So you keep moving one piece to create this other part to allow you to advance.
Yeah, it's like the old it's like the old 9 square puzzles you used to get. You know, so that you could you had to physically move the stuff around the board by moving the square into the free space.
Yeah.
Turn right.
But it's cleverly done.
Yeah, as I said, there's lots of great puzzle type games, but as I said, I mean, back to the thing. This year, it's just not been. I mean, it's like if I was to think of great games off the top of my head that have come out, I would struggle. I mean, for F1 Manager, I've really enjoyed. I don't know if I'd give it a great status though. And that's just because there's been so many stupid bugs with it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've got, me personally, I've got my money's worth out of F1 Manager.
Oh yeah, same, yeah. I mean, it's like this. I mean, I mean, as I'm still enjoying it, as I think people who watched last night's stream saw. I mean, it still amazes me the fact that you really are thinking all the time. As I said, I like games that use my brain. That's why I like things like. I mean, okay, yes, this is driving, but I've started to use my brain. That's why I like Football Manager.
Yeah.
It's because it's games like that where it's not just press a set but a bunch of buttons. Again, and it's another one of those ones that other things companies try and rival. I mean, just look, we did the kind of review of Goal, another Football Manager game. Some good bits in it, the fact you can deal with your stadium and things like that, but Football Manager wouldn't deal with the stadium. That's down to the Marshall Manager or the board. If you're, it's like even some managers don't even get involved in the transfer side of things. It's one of those bits that. But what I like of Football is you can choose how much you get involved in, whether you want to run the training, whether you want to do the youth sides, whether you want, or do you just want to look after the first team? There's lots of bits. So, I mean, the problem I've got is I would love to do more with Football Manager on the channel, but no, it just doesn't go down well. I mean, there will be some Football Manager content coming. Hadn't planned. Well, it's not going to be in the same way as we've done it before. But there will be some Football Manager coming, but that won't be until early next year. And there is a reason, so people will find that out probably during December what's happening there. Actually, no, there will be a video during December. There will be a video, because I've got part of my December lineup of stuff I'm doing. Which I haven't fully planned yet, but... Oh, yeah. It's going to be fun.
See, for me, like, puzzle games I like with the Room and like the House of Da Vinci and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're all
games.
I mean, yeah. But I like. There's all sorts of ones I've played and loved. It's like I'm not a massive fan of tower defense games, but there's been some really good fun ones. I've got bits and pieces that I've got that. You know, I mean, I've seemed to have struck up a good relationship with a couple of the, you know, the kind of decent developers of software companies, and we've been doing some, you know, coverage. You know, getting a lot of coverage out of, you know, from requests from them at the moment, which is really good. And all that. And I would, as I said, if I had, you know, part of the reason we're having, you know, one, okay, yes. But the reason we're doing the PC, the new PC build, one is the fact that this one is ancient. I mean, the rig at the moment still runs DDR3. You know, it's some of the DDR3. I think there's some parts of this rig have been there for about probably 8-10 years. You know, since DDR3 probably first came out. Also, the fact some parts are failing. And of course, as a content creator on a, you know, PC content creator, my PC fails kind of stuffed. So yeah, this is, you know, there's been bits and pieces. We've had, you know, a few small donations here and there for bits and pieces of it. Chris, I know you've done lots of bits as well, which we really appreciate. We've got, but there's also some technical things now that with the PC, I noticed the game, you know, it's, the graphics card is probably saving my butt on so many things with this rig.
Yeah.
But then that's putting undue toll on the graphics card as well. And they're not cheap to replace. And at the moment I have got, and this is why I've got concern. I mean, as we said to you earlier, at the moment we're looking at buying 8 parts in total for the new rig. But, as I was saying to Chris, we're probably going to be able to do the build after doing part 6. Part 7 will be, as I said, an extra memory module. And part 8 is just changing some of the aesthetics of the way that the overall look. So you know, part 7 is kind of essential, but not desperate, because we'll actually, the first part will actually take it above what I've got now. The second part will just boost it, just making things a lot easier for some other bits. Part 8 is just making it look pretty. So yeah, we're getting there. That's the way I look at it. Where are you?
175 mile to go, 174 mile to go for me.
You're about 10 miles behind me.
Yeah. Got pushed out by a truck straight into a car. As I was going to over, you know, when the road went down into 2 into 1.
Yeah.
I was alongside the truck, and the truck didn't yield, pushed me out, bang, straight into a Volvo.
Yeah, the Volvos in this game are doing my head in tonight. I've got 156 miles to go. This one's a bit farther away from the boat than the last one. Why is there a Russian flag off to our left? You'll see it's at about 153 miles to go. If you look left, you'll see a red flag. Ooh, my other driver's just made me 243 quid.
Not enough to pay your loan off.
No. But again, touch wood, we haven't had too much damage tonight, even though we've had multiple crashes. Probably cost me more.
I got about 4% damage now.
Well, I can just, if I look carefully, I can just see some red dots on the wheels. Yeah, I mean, it's... And I do appreciate all this. I mean, I must admit, I mean, there's one... I was looking at a PC by a company the other day. You know, when you look at these ones that are built, and it was pre-built, you know, you had the chance to configure it, but it was a water-cooled beast. And I was like, oh, look at that. I mean, I think it was only a 3080 graphics card in it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was 32 gig of RAM. It was a 11900. Or was it a Ryzen 7? I can't remember. But it was. I was looking at it going, and it was like $5.5 grand.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the one thing, as I said, looking around. I mean, as it is, if I was to try and build the PC with the parts that that I'm looking at,
and then exit right.
go and buy a machine, we're looking at about 3 times the price of what I'm building it for.
Exit right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, okay, yes, I am stealing parts from this PC. The likes of the hard drives are all going across, or at least in the startup they'll do. Again, they'll probably be one of those parts I'll look at upgrading over time afterwards. Because the motherboard I'm looking at has got 3 M2 slots.
Oh, so you're gonna go SSD.
Well, I've got an SSD as the main drive on this one. I mean, that's one of those things. And I mean, I probably will, again, maybe around the time I'm doing the build, I might actually just get another SSD to do a brand new fresh build with. If not, I'll transfer the Windows setup from this one to the new one.
Yeah.
So, it's
yeah, I find running off an SSD on the OS is easier, but then I have a separate SSD for my games, so it runs a lot better.
Yeah. Oh no, it wouldn't surprise me at the moment. I mean,
Keep left.
the SSD mine is mainly used just for base stuff anyway. I mean, I've got external. I mean, as you know, I've got the external drive for other stuff. But at the moment, the external drive's plugged into an old USB card. Actually, here's a question that you might be able to answer. So your Stream Deck and that, have you got plugged into USB 3 or have you got plugged into a traditional USB?
Mine is in a normal it's actually running off a hub.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It isn't actually running off a hub.
No,
It's actually
doesn't like running off hubs.
It's just running off a standard USB on the back. It's not in a USB 3.
Yeah, that's the bit I'm looking. The issue I've got to look at is a lot of the motherboards now. They're USB 3 as standard.
Yeah.
There's very few now that actually have USB 2 or USB on them. I might have to get a hub or some sort of, maybe a PCI card. And it'd probably have to be an older PCI card, just so that I can actually get some old USB sockets.
Like I say, without actually moving my machine, I'm sure I'm not running off a 3 point. I'm not running off 3 with that. I think I'm just running off the standard USB. I think I don't even know what the hell I am.
Maybe I've paid 2 loan installments during tonight's stream.
Turn left.
Yeah, break.
You paid one before.
I know. It's been
That's
24,
what I mean.
been 24 hours
Yeah.
because we spent a lot of time on boats.
Alright, so basically you paid 3 loan installments tonight.
No, I've paid 2 tonight.
Oh, you only
Paid 1 right at the start. And just
one
paid 1 now.
Ah, right, okay.
I've had a couple of. I've my other drivers contributed about $2.5 grand in total over the course of the stream. I need to have a look at the jobs he's doing. I might need to adjust his licenses he's doing.
Yeah, like it out. I'll squeeze out.
So yeah, it's just one of those bits. Just got to keep things moving forward, looking into all the bits. As I said, I was going to build a case. I'm not going to build a case now because, I mean, okay, building a case might have saved me a little bit, but I ain't got the time. Really don't have the time. You know, at the moment, I mean, Vicky said to me last night, you know, when I was doing something, could you help anything? And I said, no, it's not the fact that people can't help. Well, people can't really help because, you know, yourself, there's certain only things that, you know, I've got access to and I've got to do, and, you know, bits and pieces. And, you know, trying to get, you know, I have 2 hours from pretty much the moment I get in the door to when we hit, well, just under 2 hours by the time we hit the going live button. And it's fitting in all those silly jobs that have got to be done. You know, setting up videos, you know, making sure, you know, getting the emails are done. It's just, yeah.
If you did, you know, if you did it, if you could afford to do it full time, you know, as just this entirely, then, you know, things would be.
Oh, definitely. I would actually have time. I would actually have time. I would actually be able to have proper time to myself as well. You know, you think as it is at the moment, I cram. I mean, as I said, when I did a thing recently, you know, not long ago with a YouTube researcher, and he said, "So as a full-time YouTube creator," and I went, "Right, full-time what?" He went, "You do it full-time, don't you?" I went, "Nope." But then if you look at the hours I do, I probably, yes, you could say yes, because if you think about it, we do 10 to 15 hours of streaming a week. I spend probably 15, 20 hours a week doing recordings and editing.
Yeah. Basically, you probably are nearly full-time level anyways, just doing it.
Yeah, it's just the problem is it just doesn't bring in full-time money. And that's the thing. Is yes, if I can afford to do it, yeah. I would love to be able to say, right, this is what I do for a living.
And then exit right.
But at the moment, and you know, and there's been thoughts. You know, somebody said to me, well, you know, would you ever take a gamble and go for it? And I thought, well, maybe in the past I would have, but with the current financial situation in the world, not a chance in hell.
No.
Turn right.
You know, it's like, you know, somebody said, well, why don't you give it a go for 6 months and see how you get on? Because the price of things after 6 months would be ridiculous.
Yep.
So,
That I can agree on.
well, because I work in a commercial retail industry, good way of probably describing it. You know, I see what the prices are before they go out to the shops, and you're like, yeah. I mean, that's I think it's because I work in that is the only reason I can afford to do some of the things I do, like of, well, why can I drink the energy drinks I drink? Because I work in the place I do.
Yeah.
You know, if I bought them from a shop, yeah, it would cost me about twice as much as what it does. Right, I am now 6 miles out.
Oh my.
No, I know you're behind me. I've not been pushing the speed limit if you've noticed.
I've just managed to catch up with you. I've not been speeding.
I've just been because I've maybe been doing 40 instead of 50. But my attitude as well as the road is I want to try and not damage my truck too much. We arrive at our destination and it's raining again.
Yeah, it just started raining when. When I got just coming out of that junction.
Turn right.
That's what I actually forgot to ask you.
Here we are.
Is it? I'm guessing the new board you're looking at would be a for adaptive like Skylake type chipsets, like
All the
Intel
way.
chipsets.
All the way.
Okay.
Series 12 generation.
Yeah.
I ain't going 13 because at the
No.
moment they're ridiculously priced. I mean, yes, okay. The advantage of things, I mean, there is actually a couple of ways you can do it. There is a couple of boards at the moment that are 12th and 13th generation compatible and can do DDR4 or DDR5. But they're not cheap. I even thought about, well, do I change into me? Because Ryzen have just announced a massive ton of price decreases.
Oh, tell me about it.
Do I think about changing over to a Ryzen setup? And I thought no, because it's one of those things that I've always been taught is if you've got if you've got NVIDIA, you really want to be staying Intel because of the way that they link together. It's not so much nowadays, but I just think, I've been using this Intel system now for a number of years, and it's been pretty much, I mean, it's done amazingly well. It's, got me to where I am now. I just prefer, I mean, it just works. So, and in the past when I've had AMD, like, I've had AMD's products, I've had issues. So, yeah, I think I'd rather stick to something I know at this point.
Yeah. I need to drop off where you are, so I'll let you.
Oh, yeah, that and then. I thought maybe I'd be able to sneak round. Nope.
Even though you said Intel and AMD, sort of the NVIDIA go together, and it's like, oh. And then you've said like you've had problems with AMD chipsets, and it's like kind of worries me because both my chips in my laptop are both like AMD.
Yeah, but the thing is, no, but this was a long time because I've been Intel for a while. So you probably find it's like anything. You probably find now they're fine.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things that at the moment I'd rather stick to what I know.
Which makes sense.
All the way to there.
Time to get the job done.
Markup point 10 miles away.
Turn left.
By the garage.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just one of those things that. I mean, the thing is, I know lots of people have got Ryzen systems and they swear by them. But as I said, when I've looked at recommendations as well for I've looked at different processes, and yes, I mean a lot of the new Ryzen chips and a lot of the of course the new 13th gen Intels have got amazing reviews. I just think at the moment, because of the type of games I do, 12th is fine for me, and will be powerful enough for probably a good another 5-10 years. It's not like I don't look at my PC like I did in the past and thought, mate, you're gonna last about another 10 years. The amount of abuse that this PC gets, it probably gets like 10 times what a normal gamer would put theirs through. It's also, you can't, I mean, it's as I said to you when we were discussing graphic drivers, I could run pure gaming graphic drivers, but realistically it would then be a detriment to the editing side of things.
Yeah.
And if I run that side of it, it's a detriment to the gaming. So I have to, luckily, NVIDIA do the studio driver, which is ideal for what I need.
Turn left.
I used the studio. I used the
Yeah.
studio.
I wasn't on. It wasn't a stay. I was literally in and out of there within about an hour and a half. But it was good. It went really well. Definitely a lot better.
Right.
My leg is definitely not as stiff as it was.
It's all
I
over.
wish that was a euphemism. It's not.
But anyway, you beat me to that line.
Yeah.
Well, this is handy because at least next time we can get some fuel.
Yeah. So yeah, it was. It's singly one of the most painful things I've ever done in my life, though, Froggy. That's the best way I could describe it. So, yeah, it's. I've got to go back to see the hospital again in the start of January. So yeah, I was going to say park up here. We might be parked up here a while. Remembered. The change of scheduling coming. So yeah, it's definitely helped. I mean, it's definitely also shown that there's a couple of other things that need dealt with. But I said I get to speak to the specialist in about 6 weeks. 6 weeks. Yeah, Melly. I was going to say, I wouldn't love because we're about to say, well, that's everything for tonight. Yeah, I do appreciate it though. I really do. Yeah. No, thank you, Chris. Thank you for agreeing to the delayed start. I think it was probably for the best as well.
It's not a problem. Like I said,
maybe we should have actually done it instead of people watching the football.
Yeah, just a bit.
But yeah. Back tomorrow night with some another F1 manager stream. We're in Spain tomorrow. Spain play tomorrow as well. But no, 8 o'clock UK time, back with that. Hopefully building on the win that we had in Miami last night. If you want to see some strange racing and you're a fan of Formula 1, go and watch that. That was a fun night. Definitely some challenging, lots of tactical changes having to be done in that, and then we're back with Satisfactory on Sunday night. As we're and the reason why I'm not saying what's going on next week is because we've still got to finalise a few bits and pieces of what the plan is. But yeah, there's a few changes coming up as we go into, of course, the final month of the year. Want to do, and that's video and stream related. So once we've kind of finalised that, there will be some of the bits will give everyone hopefully a chance to get involved as well. So do stay tuned. If you're not part of the Discord, please come and join us. We will be announcing it there. But again, because of Chris looking after the stream last week, we also announced last weekend that in March we will be doing a community takeover event. So if you're a content creator and you want to get your stuff out to another audience, whether it's a stream or a video, and again, pay attention on the Discord. We'll be announcing the dates for that coming up very soon, and you'll get to come and entertain all you lovely people, and me and Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll be about. We will probably support as much as we can across the board, but yeah. So yeah, lots of things happening over the next while. Chris, anything you want to say?
No, I think you've covered it actually tonight.
Cool. No, thank you, Chris. I said I do appreciate it, Chris. Because you give up your time to come and be part of this as well, and I really do appreciate it.
I enjoy it.
We have a laugh. We have a mad laugh. Vicky, thank you for looking after chat. We appreciate that. Thank you, everyone who's joined in chat and been part of the stream tonight. We really do appreciate every single one of you giving up your time. And yeah, I love the fact Stream Elements beat me just exactly what I was going to say. If you haven't done so already, please remember to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. But it even says it in my voice. Do you notice that?
Yeah.
Quite freaky that when I see that. I actually hear myself say it. Yeah, we'll see you all again very soon. Have a lovely weekend. Bye for now.
Bye.